Today we're going to be rebuilding the Denver Broncos, who added some pretty damn good players to an already very good defense in Greenlaw and Hufanga, two really big positional needs, inside linebacker and safety, of course. Then on the offensive side of the ball, adding Engram, another big name for a very big positional need. This was a pretty good offseason so far for Denver. Yes, they lost their running back, but they've been looking for a truly elite guy for a while now, and they did not have that on the roster. We're going to be looking probably pretty early at running back, as honestly, looking at this team in real life specifically, let alone Madden, you've got a lot of other things pretty much filled. Offensive line was great last year. Receivers, you could definitely add some talent, but how high are you willing to go? Are you willing to go wide receiver at 20? Maybe in real life. In Madden, though, I mean, I don't think so. I honestly don't think so. Running back, definitely, though. Bo Nix, obviously you're fine there. Then you look at the defensive side of the ball, like we talked about. Really good side. Pass rush was one of the best in the entire league. Cornerbacks are 10. I mean, arguably the best cornerback in the league. There's some really good corners right now. This is a great year, or a great kind of era right now for corners. You got some of the highest overalls in Madden we have seen in so long, with Sauce, Surtain, Stingley. Some really good corners. Some other ones too that I didn't even mention there. But yeah, looking at the Madden landscape here, not looking bad, right? Maybe left out, maybe middle linebacker, possibly replacing Riley Moss at corner, DJ Jones and Franklin Myers. As much as I hate to say it, Franklin Myers has been like my Madden GOAT for a while. You probably do need to be replaced, but this is not the hardest rebuild we've ever seen. But at the same time, like I say with a lot of our other rebuilds, this is not a team that I personally see win any Super Bowls, let alone many. So we're going to see if we can try to get them a Super Bowl win, see how long that takes. We'll have at least 5 years to do it. And yeah, we'll see if we can get one in before then. Regardless, if you guys end up enjoying this video, maybe leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr, second channel PK Plays for non-Madden content. Let's get into this thing. Also, let me know what team you want to see next. This was going to be a Jets one. I was like, no. We'll do that maybe in the weekend. Took long enough to get the order right. I'm doing this all completely new. We started with an offseason with the updated rosters, put all the forced wins and forced losses in there, and then simmed all the way to the draft, made sure all the players are on the right teams, and changed all the draft picks. There was like 20 different picks that were wrong. It was a process, but we're here. We're here, damn it. We have picked 20 overall, and assuming I didn't make any mistakes, all the draft picks should be good. We have Cam Ward going 1, Shedeur Sanders going 2. No matter what I do, Michael Williams at number 3, apparently. Will Campbell at 4, Mason Graham. No, not Mason Graham, but Dual Carter at 5, Jalen Walker at 6, Burden at 7, seeing some wide receivers go high, Travis Hunter at 8, McMillan at 9, Genty at 10. There you go. Okay, so the board's kind of moving around the way we want it to now. Graham at 11, Will Johnson at 12, Scorton at 13, Pierce at 14, Egbuka at 15. I was actually thinking about Edge at 20, but I think there's a good chance that I'm just... Will Campbell at 4, by the way. It's kind of crazy, but I guess. Walter Nolan, and then, of course, our pick at 20. I was really thinking about wide receiver or edge. Seemingly, though, with what is available, it might be running back. It might be Omarion Hampton. Been seeing a lot of comps there as well, to be fair. But do you have Shamar Stewart? Obviously, we'd need to change that weight by quite a bit. Mike Green, Sawyer, not the best performer, but, still might be good enough to take. Then corners, you have Barron, you have Ravel, you have Hairston. Kind of thinking maybe Hairston high second, perhaps, if we're lucky. The plan, though, would be, I suppose, to take running back. I don't know what Broncos fans would feel like, but I think that's one of the big, concerns of this team. I kind of want the faster back, Omarion Hampton. I know you do have the higher grade here with Judkins. Maybe I'd need to think about it a little bit. Maybe. But also maybe just wait to the second round and grab Judkins, and then at this pick, maybe grab that cornerback we were talking about, because I'm not a huge fan of Riley Moss in-game. In-game, I'm just not loving it. What about the O-line? We have kind of completely disregarded the offensive line. Ooh, could go guard. I'm going to take another look at this team real quick. I have my list of positions of need. I think Shamar Stewart here at 20 would be a great move, because Cooper it's Madden we're talking about here. Cooper is a 27-year-old normal 80 overall. There's nothing that can be changed about that. No matter how much you want it to be changed, just nothing will change that fact. We're going to go out of left field here. We're going to take Kenneth Grant. I don't hate this pick. The big thing with this is that we need D-line, IDL, pretty badly. I think if we're talking about what's the smartest move for us to do? Probably would have been to go Shamar Stewart. Shamar Stewart probably would have been the best move, but Jonathan Cooper got a 4-year 60. DJ Jones is a little more replaceable in real life, I think, by quite a significant margin. And then running back, there's a couple of running backs that I think will be their high second, real life and Madden. So we're just going to go to the next round and maybe just trade up for Judkins, whoever is, there, I suppose. Tyler Warren falls all the way to 39. Shamar Stewart all the way to 40. Crazy work. Running backs are still there, mind you. Hoping Hampton goes soon. Oh, Judkins goes before Hampton here. But I'm hoping Hampton goes first, so then he's not there. Okay, so we're going to Seattle. Good thing is, we can literally call him up and be like, hey, straight up, we're going running back, brother. Promise you. Promise you. You got Kenneth. We just want running back. We're hopping the Buccaneers. And I mean, they probably don't even need running back either with Bucky, but we just want this damn running back. We're just going to be full-on transparent with you. And they're like, okay, we believe you. We got 3 guys on our board anyways. We're not gonna trust you in the future. But no, they're gonna believe us going forward because of it. We're gonna go Travion Henderson, super speedy back. Let's see if he is hidden. I think he is. 6 true talent, hidden dev, looking great. He's mid-second round projection, looking pretty good. Have seen a couple of boards that have actually had him at 22 Denver, ironically enough, but we get him in the second round. Remember the Eddie Lacy, Le'Veon Bell draft. I'm not having this whole every running back's going in the first round these days. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. There's no lock. There's a lock that Genty's, in the first round, but everything else, who knows? Who knows? You have guys like Bell and Lacy fall into the late second, and then you have drafts like, where Gibbs goes top 15. It looks like a stupid move, and he's like almost the best running back in the entire league. So who knows a running back, but that's the move. That's what it costed us more. We're moving from 20 to 1 in the third round, using a 6th this and a 6th 2 years from now, I believe it is, to go to the wrong team. Why did I mess that up? I saw Browns, thought it was Bengals. I was like, damn, that's actually pretty cheap, no? Sweet. Now I gotta fix it. Yeah, it costs us a little bit more, but we get there. We fixed it with trading off a running back, whatever. But here we are at number 1 in the third round, looking to take Marcus Bowe, I think. That's going to be our move. We're going to be putting him at left guard, I think. That's going to be the move. Hopefully he's hidden dev. If not, I'm never drafting a user-created CPU, whatever, user-created lineman ever again. Yay, normal dev. Woo! That's fun. That's always going to be a fun pick. Yeah, I mean, I hate going realism in these user-created classes because they're almost all normal. If you take a lineman outside of the first 20 picks in a user-created class for the last 15 straight Maddens, they're always normal. Like every time. They got a couple of sneaky ones in there, and that's about it. It's a real disaster. Do we go with, Reed here and get ourselves a linebacker? I wouldn't hate that, right? I think we'll add Kareen Reed. Can't remember if he ever developed for us or not. We got to turn that draft crap off as well. 126, true. He's an okay player. Also, is it Marcus Bowe or Marcus Bow? You decide. Classic move, Pat Bryant, who never starts. We are now into the draft recap. Kenneth, I don't know how Broncos fans feel about that, because you're probably thinking and you're looking at the roster like, yeah, we probably got serviceable D-line, but I'm thinking long-term. This is just a long-term move. Get ourselves like a huge nose tackle. I mean, he's probably going to be star dev. I'm not really sure why I'm even checking this. Not a hope in the world he's higher than star dev. Pretty predictable players for dev-wise. 77 overall, Travion Henderson, though. Which it's Travion, right? Travion? Henderson, super fast, elusive. Also another guy that's gonna be star development trait, which he is. Marcus Bowe, we're gonna be putting him at star dev, and the reason for that, Lance Zierlein on NFL.com's Combine Prospects has a comp to Ali Marpet. Ali Marpet is a very good player. I don't care. Star dev. He's probably gonna be terrible for us. We're gonna have to replace him anyways, but still, star dev it is. Reed, middle linebacker. Who cares? And I know the comps aren't like, oh, that's who he is, 1-to-1, that's who he's going to become, but that's my excuse, okay? I've seen a lot of comps that are, who, I can't remember who it was, but, I think, man, who the hell was it? I can't remember, but somebody that was, supposed to be really good was compared to, Dontrell Inman, and I was like, oh, Yikes. Not putting their dev to star. It might have been Quentin Johnson I'm thinking of. I don't even know. But okay draft by us. Not, spectacular. We got our running back. That's what it mattered. If I could have got him at 20 instead, maybe be a little more realistic. But, will Denver be that aggressive and go running back at 20? I don't know. So you let them all sit, and it's like, oh, they're still there second round through. Fine by me. It's a win. And it sucks because you got a guy like Vele who actually looked pretty good. It's just, what am I going to do, dude? He's 27. I've got to start Mims, Sutton, and Franklin. There's really no argument about it. Here we are for season 1 of the team. I thought I just put him at star dev, by the way, but wide receiver definitely a problem, right? Sutton's 84 overall. Even if it gets to superstar, it's Jover, right? Like he needs to be replaced. Left outside linebacker, even though with the expensive contract, needs to be replaced. Everything else I don't hate. Right end, yeah, maybe. Corner, yeah, maybe. Also, Bo Nix is a superstar here. I did not change the scheme. I think he got the superstar based on the season he had, which, let's compare how it was to real life. Okay, yeah, that's a bit crazy. He had a good year in real life, but yeah, he should be star dev. So we're going to drop him down to star. Bow to jumps up to star, so basically giving the dev over to him. But hey, that gives me a good indicator that this Broncos scheme might be able to cook for us. Oh, all right. Maybe Riley Moss is the guy. Superstar dev from a breakout. Why wouldn't we? Zach Allen, didn't ever think I would want to re-sign him, but here we are. 2-year 34, offering up. 85 overall is a good overall. Hoping for a superstar. Sutton, I don't think there's a universe where I keep him. He could have 1,500 yards, which he obviously doesn't. I think in real life, yeah, sure, obviously, why not? But in Madden, he dropped down 2 overalls at 28 to 29. So 29 to 30 is going to be at least another 2. Nick Benito, I don't know what he's playing like right now, but 86 overall, 25-year-old. I wish the dev was higher, but yeah, I kind of have no choice but to keep him. I would love to do a 5-year, just because, that 30 years, cutoff point, it's a legitimate one. Thank you. We'll appreciate it. John Franklin Myers, no. McLaughlin, yes. So hopefully he takes that. I hate him now. Have you seen the running back contracts? They're not great unless you're like that guy, which, with those ratings, not quite that guy. We're losing some players, but they're players we expected to lose, some older guys. So we had a pretty damn good season, and then, I don't know what happened. We have won the last 2 of 3, but we were at 5-3 at one point, and we finished 7-10. Just a horrible second half of the season. Look at this. 5-3, you're like, wow, hey, this team actually, maybe they are legit. No, 7-10. Here you go, 7-10. We'll see what the scheme looks like. Maybe make some adjustments early on, because not that I'm saying I want this to be like a super short rebuild, but I also don't want a team that just made the playoffs to regress massively. That defense with the guys they just added should be just as good, if not better. I don't know if you could really be better. Denver is so freaking good last year on defense, but it should be better. Bo Nix offense, you're thinking is better, especially Henderson. You're just telling me that Bo Nix is going to have a drop-off. Henderson's a bust, and that's all I can really say. Offensive line is going to play like crap. That's what you're arguing here? I don't know if I believe it. Benito, 9 sacks, not bad. Cooper, pretty damn good at 8. 7 for Allen with those tackles for loss. Could go to superstar. Picks. Sertan with 9. What a freaking G, dude. I can't believe Riley Moss got a guaranteed superstar dev up from a breakout. He only had 2 picks. Usually when I see that, Will Lutz is horrible, by the way. He's gone. Usually when I see that, it's because they had a lot of picks or a lot of sacks early on. But no, not him. He just got lucky, I guess. Don't know what his actual ratings are going to be like to take it that way, but Burden wins MVP. Henderson just simply had to not be the worst player I've ever seen to win Rookie of the Year, and unfortunately, he was basically the worst player we've ever seen. Sertan with a DB of the Year, who would have thought? 9 picks, obviously. But let's go to the offseason where, I'm kind of sad. About that one. I really thought we were going to be almost guaranteed playoffs or very close to it, but no, we took a massive step back, 7-10, and then you have the Chiefs and freaking Eagles back in the Super Bowl, unfortunately, which has the Chiefs winning. So the Eagles will not start up a 2-peat chance at a 3-peat like the Chiefs did. The Chiefs are going to start their own backup. DevOps offensively, none. Oh, wow. Sutton's regression was even harder than I thought. You know what's crazy? I dropped regression sliders for wide receiver down to 90% instead of 100. Still dropped down crazy hard. So, yeah, just unfortunate. Maybe I should drop them down to like 80%, even 80%. 81, 82. That's still a pretty harsh drop. Mims only goes up like 2 overalls. Franklin, 76 overall. Maybe there's something there. But I think we're going to next season. At least the free agent portion of the offseason with Mims and Franklin as your wide receiver 1 and 2. Not hugely fan of that, but what can I do? What can I really do? Benito, star dev. Zach Allen does not go to superstar, and Riley Moss barely goes up in overall at all, so that superstar dev might have meant basically nothing in the end anyways. But yeah, Nick Benito going to star, that's pretty big, especially since he's, now a season away from superstar. Sertana, wish you could have given away his dev up he couldn't actually use to somebody that could, but yeah, he would have obviously had a dev up if not. Zach Allen not going to superstar is probably the biggest L of this offseason so far. Riley Moss, superstar dev, but yeah, I mean, is he a future safety? That's it? Like, I don't see it. Man coverage is low. Overall is pretty low for a 26-year-old. Corner is going to be on the board. I don't think it's going to be the number 1 need unless there's just a can't miss, but it's going to be up there, I think. I think it'll be up there, but I think wide receiver is probably number 1. I did left end or defensive end for the focus scouting, so I figured that covers the left end, right end, DT, and edge positions. So it's like, okay, yeah, I mean, that works out. That's a lot of different positions we might be able to fill in the offseason. Now, knowing what I know, yeah, I should have done wide receiver. I'm not sure why I didn't, but we have $102 million, so it's not like we can't sign somebody if there is one there. Sutton's not worth it even at maybe like $6 million per year here in Madden at least. Franklin Myers, that's way overpriced. Wattenberg, I mean, you're going to do better than him, I think. It's just, we're hoping for 1 or 2 positions of need that are halfway decent in free agency, and then I think we'll be fine with the rest going through the draft. Free agency. Got an edge rusher in Jalen Phillips. I don't hate the price. I just know that his ceiling is basically the same as Cooper. Why would I basically pay for 2 Jonathan Coopers? Actually, a worse Jonathan Cooper, because Phillips he literally had like 4 sacks. When I already have a guy like that on the roster, I don't love the options here, though. Really don't. Nakobe Dean, cool, but I don't know about that. It's going to be a pretty weak. I don't know why Luther Burden's here. Why is Luther Burden there? And why is he normal dev? I'm not sure what that's about. Some sort of glitch, perhaps. Coker, maybe. Vele is 28 years old. That's all I can say. For anyone, wondering why. And then we got Mason Taylor. What's going on? Excuse me, and he's normal dev. Did I download a class that had, like, some real-life players in it sprinkled in? I don't know why anyone would think that's a good idea. That's the stupidest thing you could do. Clearly, if people want to use the draft classes or players from real life, they would just enter a draft class. Why in the hell would you ever add those players before the draft? I would never understand. But sure, that's the only thing I can think of because there's a couple of them and they're all normal dev. Really dumb decision. I don't know whose class this is, or roster this is, but yeah, that's pretty stupid. I'm sorry if it hurts their feelings. I mean, whoever it is, they'll never know, I suppose, but because there's going to be so many people that rate those players like that and have done that, but I guess anyone that's done that, yeah, just don't do that. Don't do that. After the draft, yeah, go work away. You're a legend. Long process. That makes sense. But before the draft, why? Why? Because then, especially if they're on the wrong team, you're like, wait, I don't agree with that. I don't think so-and-so would take a wide receiver. So it's just, no, just don't do that. Harmon, another one of them. So thankfully I did save my file for this way back before the season started, so I can go in there and fix that. I fixed a lot of things, but yeah, I'm not really sure what that's about. But yeah, there's really just not a single player that we really need here, which is tough. That's tough. We, of course, did start Drew Sanders this last season. He actually went up pretty well. I mean, he's young, obviously, for good reason. He went up in overall, but 79 overall. I guess we're set at middle linebacker for now until Greenlaw starts to regress, which is probably soon. He's like 28, 29, but yeah, right now looking like wide receiver, edge, IDL, corner, O-line. No one we absolutely need. I think we're fine with, even passing on wide receiver, but I would like to go wide receiver. It's probably going to be our number 1 pick, assuming there's one worthy of, what pick do we have? Pick 11? Yeah, pick 11. That's a pretty good guess, by the way. I was thinking anywhere from 9 to 11, and, I wasn't going to make that crap joke. I think it would fly right over everyone's head. All right, we have pick 11. The New York Giants are drafting number 1 overall. The Patriots at number 3. Oh, okay, Javon Randall it is. I don't think I'm going to be able to get him, though, but he's a top 5 talent. It's really hard to pass on that. We have 2 other wide receivers like Bibbs and Petway, who are 1 to 2s. Petway might be my guy if this Randall guy goes super, super high. could potentially take a cornerback. There's some really good corners in here, too. I would go all the way down to Poe here. He's got really good man coverage. A man coverage, B zone. You got another A and B there. Looking like a trade down if that's the case. But let's see what happens with Randall. These edge rushers, man, it's really tough. It's really tough. Where is it? Man, I'm so not used to that going so quick. Randall, yeah, number 3. I can't do that. I can't do that. So we're going to be moving down to like 22. I think 22 is a good spot. 22 to 25 range. Higher the better, just because I am worried that these corners could move quickly. But yeah, definitely want to trade down with that wide receiver gone. 20, I really want a second round pick if I can. Colts, you're giving me that pick, dude. You're giving me that for that second round pick this year. I don't care. I tried to get more, could not. So we trade 11 and a 7 2 years from now for pick 22 and 54 from the Colts. Don't hate that move though. They end up going for a tight end. I didn't scout tight end at all because we have Evan Engram for at least another season. You know, he's looking pretty solid. So we are going to slow sim this all the way to 22. I can't imagine all these corners would be gone, but who knows? There goes one with Bibbs at number 19, Lambert at 20, Curtis at 21. So we have 2 cornerbacks on our board here, looking to grab one of them. I'm not sure who. What about Edge? Has all the Edge gone too? Edge is up there too. Oh, you have David Ellis too, man. Ape, finesse, super athletic. Round 1 could literally mean anything. Could be literally normal dev. I think the corner is a little bit safer anyways. You have these 2 corners, and Poe looks amazing. 6'3", A-man coverage, B-zone. That was the guy, right? Where is he? Yeah, he's the guy. What's that speed looking like? 21 years old. Yeah, you can't. I mean, you just can't. And I forgot to turn that off again. Pick 2, true talent. Normal dev, though. I mean, I'm not going to be mad by any means, but that is kind of painful. Ellis will go any minute now. And there he goes. Let's go to the next round. See if there's any edge rushers there. Because we have that extra second round pick. We might be able to get a little freaky with it. Petway, I don't want to lose him. Murray's very raw, but he is very fast as well. So wouldn't hate Murray either. I'm not going to do the whole, well, I'm going to wait till one of them's gone thing. But at the same time, we got pick 11. So they might both be there anyway. So I might just move down. And, you know, if one's gone, so be it. Mike Rice, DT type. Do we have any edge rushers left? Winslow. 6'4" Winslow. I don't think he was that fast. No, he actually is pretty fast. Problem is he's pretty mid. Definitely a pass rusher. 6'4", 257. It'd be crazy if he's off ball, but he does look pretty average regardless. So I guess we're going to slow sim it until 11, and if one of the wide receivers does go before then, we're going to make a move. I don't want to lose Petway, though. Oh, there goes Murray. So we are moving up to the Browns. 4th next, 7th this. Moving up 6 spots in the second round. A pretty costly trade, but this guy could be the wide receiver of the future. I mean, honestly, if he's hitting dev, he might be wide receiver 1. 6'5", 223 frame. He's bigger than Mims. He's the starter if he's hitting. Damn, normal dev. Obviously he's going to start. Hoping for the best. Developing with Rookie of the Year, whatever. But, yeah, kind of sucks. Need O-line. We definitely need a center at minimum. I'm thinking Theory. Theory is going to be my guy. I got a day 3 and a UDFA that look decent. UDFA, I'm not going to put much stock into, but, you know, maybe. D-line, definitely could use a DT. So at 22, I'm really thinking about what I want to do here. Because you have pick 11, so I think at 22, was that guy was a 2 to 3. He might actually be gone. Please don't be gone, because I had no actual DTs. Oh, he's gone. We do have Reynaud. He's a little bit worse, but I'm this desperate. I don't love this pick, but I'm going to take him. 2 true talent 61. No, they're normal. Stop it right now. We're going to 11. If this is normal now, that would be devastating. That would really suck. Who do we have? So we got a bunch of 3 to 4s. Linebacker. Nah, I don't think linebacker. We don't need it. I would say linebacker wouldn't hurt. We do have an edge rusher here. Von Bramble. 4'5", B finesse. Maybe. Definitely not off ball, right? He's 6'3", 240. I mean, maybe he is. I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe he is. No, it looks like pass rusher to me. But he looks, you know, I don't know if I want to risk it. But B to D finesse. I wish I could have scouted him more, but I kind of put all the eggs in the basket of O-line, or wide receiver anyways. With this pick, I think we do have a left tackle as well. Hughes. Let's look at these 3, I think, in this order. In case we need a tackle down the line, we can kind of move them over. A lot of question marks here. Gibson, I mean, he's a good run blocker. He's got good run block finesse. I think Gibson's the best. Cam Gibson, we're taking that risk. Don't be normal again, dude. 80 true. Thank you. The one position that can't be normal out of all those players, and it's hidden. It's the lineman, thankfully. Pick 11 in the 4th round. If there's another lineman, day 3, whatever, I'm going to take him. Which we do see. We also have a tight end. I'm pretty sure he's fast. Yeah, 4.59, not bad at all. I think Robbie Walton's going to be the guy. Could even be the actual center. So we'll see what happens here. Robbie Walton, hidden dev, please. Thank you. Okay. Cleaning up a little bit on the draft after a bunch of normals. I can live with it. Obviously, the cornerback, even though he's normal dev, he's going to be great. So, 2 true talent, 76, 77 minimum. Going to be pretty unlucky to not at least land a 76, 77 overall here. It'd be like the worst draft class of all time. 78, so even a little bit higher. Jacquez Poe, great man coverage, decent zone. Not as good a press as they said, arguably. Catching at 68 is perfectly fine. Super fast at 6'3", just unfortunately normal dev, but hoping for a glow up. You never know. And Rookie of the Year, and he's probably an 83 overall star minimum. Petway, really disappointing, but 74 overall, it just really sucks that he wasn't hidden development. But Rookie of the Year, once again, another situation where he could go completely off. Tyler Raynaud, not a bad player at all. It's just, again, unlucky to have normal, not anything higher. And then the offensive lineman, I mean, Gibson would be looking to play right tackle or left tackle down the line. Don't know who's going to go first. Both tackles are kind of lining up to retire, like almost, regress into retirement almost around the same time, right? Like, not the youngest players in the world. I think McGlinchey's a little bit younger, but not by much. Robbie Walton, the new center. He's the smallest of the two and fits a little more in that straightforward role. Start of element trait. Was there someone I wanted to see Ellis pretty badly, actually. It's going to be hard to... I mean, who the hell did we even go with? We went Poe instead of Ellis, so it's going to be hard to beat Poe. Okay, Ellis is normal dev. That really helps. Great finesse, though. He's a great player. But yeah, fair enough. Not bad. I think we did well. It's just there was a lot of normal devs in this class. It wasn't just us either. Season 2, the team, I mean, there's some steps back, right? Sutton drop off hard to Petway, but Petway has a higher ceiling by far, especially if he wins Rookie of the Year. It's not guaranteed. I know we're all thinking, well, maybe he wins it, but if he doesn't, might be looking right back at that draft for a new wide receiver because Mims, 80 overall, 5'11", is our wide receiver 1 right now. It worries me a little bit. O-line Bowles might be gone as soon as next year. He's 34 years old right now. We see 35, retirements all the time. We do have the replacement already set to go, but that would mean we need someone new for McGlinchey. But yeah, we've drafted O-line pretty well, I suppose. I know you could argue Bow. I mean, he should have been normal dev, but Ali Marpet, all right, that's a really good damn offensive lineman. Or he was a really good offensive lineman, so I'm not going to have it. We do need edge for sure. We'll see with the D-line, Zach Allen, even Raynaud. Safety also we'll see because Brandon Jones isn't getting any younger. He's 28 years old now. Didn't get to Superstar, which is a huge loss. Not that I'm saying he expected to, but if he would have got to Superstar, maybe we're talking. But I don't know. Poe, very high ceiling, so I'm not too worried there. But yeah, I mean, we've done a pretty good job already. Not that we really need to do a whole lot because it is still the Broncos. They made the playoffs. But yeah, Madden-wise, Broncos aren't that set. We've also decided to change the offensive scheme to the Chargers. I see some similarities between him and Herbert. Maybe not exactly, but some of the build, similar speed and similar accuracies, just a little bit lower in the throw power, but I could see it a little bit. So, I could have went straight to the Packers or the Chiefs. I think that's like last-ditch effort, year 4 type of stuff. Maybe year 3 if it's really bad. Like if we miss the playoffs again here, maybe it's time to whip out one of the better playbooks. Maybe even the Falcons at minimum. Kind of got lost in the sauce of simulating and kind of passed up some of our re-signings pretty far. Mims already needing a contract is kind of crazy to me, but a 6-year 60 seems like pure theft. I mean, like $10 million per year now for a wide receiver is basically like a guy that 3 seasons ago had like 800 yards in a season. That's basically like what it is. Like it's really that crazy of a market right now where you really don't have to be that great and you get, that great in comparison to NFL players. Obviously, I'm not like, I'm going to suit up tomorrow. I can't wait to get my $10 million contract. But you know what I mean? Like in relativity, You're not one of the 1,000-yard receivers. You're still putting, you're still probably pocketing 8 to 10 million per. So yeah, Mims being, young and high dev and, will start dev and decent and whatnot. Yeah, he'd be worth a little bit more than that, but it works out for us, so I'm not going to complain. $60 million here. I mean, it's already kind of a money problem, right? Because Bo Nix isn't going to be cheap forever, and that forever is kind of coming up. Brandon Jones, what a G. Could have maybe done a 2-year, but that's fine. Evan Ingram's already regressing, so we're going to be looking for a new tight end, unfortunately. And the rest, unless Harrison Mevis has been cooking, will be done. I mean, for that price. Oh, that price. I'd do a 3-year. I wouldn't hate doing a 3-year. There you go. Free money. Well, free contract. You know us, Denver Broncos. The choke is real. The choke, we literally lost the final 3 games. And I don't know what. We'll take a look what the seeding look like. We might have just needed 1. We lost the last 3 games and missed the playoffs at 9-8. That is pure depression. Well, to be fair, we're the 10th seed, but does 10 in? Oh my God! Okay, I don't feel as bad anymore. 10 wins doesn't even get a wild card spot. 11 wins arguably doesn't get a wild card spot, as the Chiefs made it as the 7th seed at 11-6. We went the Charger scheme. They went 14-3. Where are those numbers for us? Bo Nix, I guess you have to run the cheese scheme. Henderson's a little bit better. Petway, he's not winning Rookie of the Year with that unless we're insanely lucky. Back to the drawing board with different draft class, offensive coordinator and playbook and all that, because, wow, that was terrible. Cooper played pretty well again. Benito, not as good, but still good. Reynaldo was actually decent. Drew Sanders, gave him a contract. Totally worth it, it seems. The kicker was great. Punter was great. Let's take a look at MVP player. I mean, not really MVP, but Rookie of the Year, please. Yes. Okay, that was super undeserved, but he got it. Reynaldo as well. I mean, undeserved because it feels like those... Wow, Mekhi Becton's back to Superstar, huh? But it feels like those are pretty mid numbers, but 993 with 8 touchdowns. I mean, I could see it. Of all the QBs, threw a lot of picks. And, the other receivers weren't that great. Because, I mean, you're looking at pure yardage-wise. I mean, Petway was the number 1, right? Where's the other guy, Randall? Where is Randall? Where was he even taken? There he is, 892, 8 touchdowns. I mean, he was worse. As far as QBs go, any rookies even start? I mean, I don't even think a single... No, he had 1 rookie start, and he was bad. So... Yeah, we're going to change our scheme again. I don't know who. Let's find a team with a good pass attack with a kind of mid-rush attack. So the best pass attack was the Bengals. Jaguars not too far. I mean, I could see some Trevor Lawrence similarities too. Let's go the Jaguars. And then if that doesn't work, okay, we'll start to go with meta. Get the meta playbooks in there. Why not? We're going to get freaking beat by the AI Seahawks. Dude, the AI Seahawks have been cooking. Okay, they lose. The Bills win. But let's take a look at the roster. Bulls with a retirement or no? No, he's still here. All right, fair enough. We'll take it. Don't have to pay... well, we already paying him, but we don't have to get a new left tackle unless he was on the re-sign list, which I don't think he was. Petway, not a crazy great glow-up, but 80 overall star. I'm chilling. That's fine. He'll go to number 1. Mims will go to number 2. And while it won't be pretty, it won't be perfect, it'll be getting there. It's getting there. Defensively, any DevOps. Cooper finally joins the star squad. And then, of course, Reynaldo, superstar dev right out the gate. That's why you start these guys. You start the normal devs, and just like that, 88 over a power move, It's perfectly fine. What about the cornerback Poe? Can't be that high. Went up 3 overalls, so they're still thinking these XP sliders are too OP. Because, yeah, if you don't win Rookie of the Year, you're not really getting much going for yourself. It takes a long time, which, I mean, we're all right with. We can handle it. Team's still in pretty much, good shape. Brandon Jones didn't really regress unless we haven't... No, we've gotten to the regression point, so... Yeah, we're actually chilling right now. We're actually looking better than I was expecting. Yeah, we got some regressions, but... The guys I didn't expect, I expected maybe would have some regressions, didn't. Some of them like, I don't know, maybe they didn't regress. Others obviously did, but the main important ones that I was worried about didn't really regress much, so that's fine by me. We got a 5th-year option for Bo Nix. It's probably worth just waiting and re-signing him straight up. Already 27 years old, which is fantastic for no one. What about AJ Cole? I mean, why not, dude? He played really well for us. 2-year 9, that's not really much for... potentially the highest overall punter in the game. right? I think so. Pretty damn up there, at least. Still looking for free agency where I can't spend more than 20. Even 20 mil I wouldn't feel great about. But in case there's somebody goated, Aiden Hutchinson would be great, but now we can't do that. Brian Branch would be, Brian Branch would be great, but now Barkley would be now. All these guys are no's, unfortunately. It's just not going to happen. Elgin Jenkins playing center. I like that touch that they added. Could be the future left tackle. I know he's been moving around so freaking much as a Packer, but that's just, what he is. He's just a Swiss Army knife on that O-line, and yeah, I'm willing to bring him in. I mean, maybe even play him at center. I don't really care. I'll play him somewhere. Do we put him back at right tackle? And I mean, there's really not a position he hasn't played. So there's really not a weakness for him. He's been pretty damn good everywhere. Really, really excited, assuming they will play him at center. Really excited to see what he'll do at center, because like I said, well, not like I said, but like everyone expects, that's his best position. So if he's been good everywhere, imagine him playing in his natural position. That's going to be goated. I also did like Tucker Kraft. I don't want this to be a Green Bay Packers Broncos rebuild, but Tucker Kraft's interesting. I don't think I'm going to spend the money, though. I mean, I'll offer a low ball here for Evan Engram, because why not, right? If I offer him a 1 year $6 and he takes it, why wouldn't I? But yeah, he won't take that. There's just no chance. Chargers are going to get him. Of course, that of all the teams that get him, did we get him? We did. I don't know where we want him just yet. I might put him at right tackle because I'm not really loving McGlinchey here. Kind of on the older side. And yeah, I mean, Elgin Jenkins is 31, but he's a superstar, so it's a little different. Just a little bit. Tiny bit, not much. And damn, I actually maybe shouldn't be so excited about Garrett Bowles coming back. I maybe should be wanting him to retire. But yeah, McGlinchey, he's an 11 mil savings. So, I mean, this is a guy that gets you a third-round pick, in my opinion. I think he's worth a third-round pick minimum. So that's what we're going to be aiming for with this trade. Or maybe even straight up tight end, like we just seen Stern there. It's got to be a tight end that somebody doesn't want, right? I mean, if I'm getting offered a freaking superstar DT, there's got to be a tight end out there that's like a backup somewhere. Damn, I don't know who Rashard Anderson is, but the Colts are cooking. What a draft pick there. Oh, this is one. I'm going to take a look to see he's not like a run blocker, but I would definitely trade for him. 72 overall superstar. He's being wasted. Theo Johnson's being wasted. I wouldn't really put too much stock in him, but maybe that Stern guy is good. But yeah, that freaking superstar, we might be relieving him of their duties, or them of his duty, something duty. Another Rashard with supers. If somebody's named Rashard, especially at tight end, remind me to draft him. That's all I'm asking. I don't ask for much. He is actually really mid. That dev does make him intriguing. We'll see what he can do. I mean, if they want McGlinchey, they need a left tackle, but I mean, he can just play left tackle if they need him to. Okay, they take it straight up. I think you got Kyle Pitts, got him on a 2 year minimum, and I don't see them letting a superstar freaking goat lead tight end like that go to free agency. I think it's a fair trade. We get ourselves a superstar tight end. We add like a real trade piece in there. I also don't know where Arroyo went, but how he got here. But I'm down. Sweet, sure. I really don't know what to do. We have pick 15 overall. Our biggest needs are edge and safety, and really those are future needs. Those aren't even needs right now. So what the hell do you actually do? Jonathan Cooper, obviously a guy that you should replace because he's, not a high overall. He's 29 years old already, and he's put up good seasons, but not like elite season double digits, with ease, all that kind of stuff. But what do I do? Just like replace a guy that's playing well? Like that's the alternate right here, right? Like it's just that's the only thing that can be done. As far as edge goes, a lot of different options. Who do you actually go with? Who knows? I mean, Osborne, he's a 1-2. I like the speed, but he's a B finesse, whereas basically every other competitor here is going to be at least, probably A, I would imagine. A finesse, C block shed. There was maybe one person that slipped behind, that wasn't, but you have Terrence Minor, A finesse, A tackle. He looks great. 6'2", 262. A little bit of a weirder build for where we're going to be putting him. Actually, no, he's 251. He's not even that big. You also have Ben Crothers, another A finesse guy, but raw everywhere else, but super athletic. Crothers looks good. I mean, I don't know who the hell you take. Like, do you have Minor, Crothers? I mean, Reddick I didn't scout because I only had 3 scouts to look at, and he already looked pretty good. I mean, you got like 4 names, so I guess let's slow sim it and guarantee at least one of those 4 names. DT went number 1 overall. Pritchett number 2. Hoover number 3. Minor all the way at 4. Yeah, throw some wide receivers out there for me, please, because I need one of these edge rushers. I really do not feel like trading up. So far, actually so good. Oh, Crothers is kind of my number 1. Crothers quietly climbed to my number 1 spot. And we will have a decent one. I don't know who we're going to go for at 15, but I'm thinking it is going to be edge. So many options. Who do you take? I think it is between Reddick, Charles, Osborne, and Davis. Who is it going to actually be, though? I have no idea. If Davis is a little bit faster, he'd probably be the guy. But since he's not, I'm not sure. I really do not know. I honestly think we're going to be regretting Crothers. I think that's going to be he's going to be the prize. He's not the fastest guy in the world, but I'm thinking Reddick might be my dude. Maybe it's Davis, actually. 21 years old, B pursued, C tackle, C block shed. Not the most athletic man in the world, but pretty athletic. Let's compare some of those other ratings. If they're both about the same, I think we're going to go with Mr. Davis. What about Reddick? A pursuit, B tackle. Honestly, might not even be faster. Wow, this is a tough pick. I might just go youth. I might go with the youth here. Just because it's so tight of a race. I don't know. We also have Theory, who is definitely someone we go for, even if we don't need him anymore. If we get hit in dev here. I guess we're taking the risk. Matt Davis it is. Didn't turn that off still, by the way. 50 true. Nice. Normal dev. 15 in the second round. Could see a safety here. If there is one, I guess we'll take him just for future proofing. As you can see, there is several safeties. Still actually have a decent wide receiver in Mitchell. Could be our number 3, but I'm chilling for now. I think with this, you're going to be looking for a safety. 4-5-3, 4-5-3. I mean, just a bunch of 4-5-3 situations. Let's actually look a little bit closer. Dylan Green. ABBC. ABBC. Okay, yeah, that's... Thank you. Thank you for that one. Appreciate it. Fell right into that trap. Ramsey, lacking in height, but is younger. You're looking at, sitting whoever this is. Whoever we draft here is going to be sat. Don't love 5'9", but this isn't a, franchise where we're actually using the players, so as long as they're good, they're good. I do like Dylan Green a bit. It's going to be hard to avoid that BBC. Like B-man coverage, he has really good ratings. Ramsey a year younger, I don't think is going to be doing enough for me, but he looks great too. A pursuit, B tackle. What about the other guy? It's a close call, dude. A pursuit, B tackle. C pursuit. A awareness, though. Damn, I don't know. Awareness is definitely worse here for Ramsey. 4-5-3. Man, I'm going to really regret passing on him, aren't I? Especially since the other guy's around 1 and he's still here. That's what's really worrying. Nah, I don't care. Dylan Green looks better, I think. True Talent 19. Normal dab, but True Talent 19 is pretty good. We are now all the way in the 3rd round. We have Will Minor. Did not participate. Looks raw as hell. He's smart as hell, but I just can't risk that. I just simply can't. How good were the day 3s? McDonald looks pretty good. He does look really good. I don't know if I want Theory because if he's better than Davis, what the hell do I do? Do I just start him? Let's take a look at Travis Theory. I can't pass on Travis Theory. I got to take him right here. 47 true. And, of course, as you would have expected, hidden dev. It's fantastic. We trade Vele and Ellis. I think that's easily worth a 4th round pick, which I believe is going to be used on a center McDonald. Not that it really, it's not a huge loss. Ooh, you also have Greenwood, which, once again, get it looked at. But, yeah, it's still a pretty good trade for both sides. We already have a lot of edge coming in here with this draft alone. I really don't know who's the better player here. I'm going to go Alex McDonald just because he's a center. Centers are usually hidden more often. And I don't know if that's true or not, but he is hidden in this case. Great pick. The other guy is raw as hell. Let's see if we can try to get to the Giants. If not, though, we pretty much kind of call this a draft. I've been told a lot, in the comment section below, why not trade players that are on our contract year, especially if you don't really need them or you have no intention of re-signing them. Well, here we are. Abrams draining a 6th-round pick in the future for a 4th-round pick. Abrams drains pretty young, 78 overall. Why not? As far as what we're going to be doing here, I believe I believe it is going to be grabbing alignment, a lot of speed there for Beal. You know, there's some certain ratings that we look at, mainly speed, but Von Greenwood, he looks kind of raw, but if we get a hidden dev, we're looking really good for the future. Yeah, that offensive line is looking pretty future-proof to me. Not that it really needs to be. I mean, really just, honestly, replacing nobody. Because even our left tackle has got to replace him ready to go, too. And screw it, okay speed, C zone coverage safety in the 6th round, 109 true. Normal dev, yeah, he's a little bit slower than I thought. To be fair, I thought 89-90, but for a 6th round pick, we'll take the backup. All right, the draft itself, theory, the same exact overall as Davis, except hidden development trade. This is super fun. Always a super fun time. You draft a edge in the 1st round, especially pick 15, and they suck. Green, also normal dev. Can't wait to see that freaking safety backup that we could have had. The backup to this guy, 5'9". What a sell there. I mean, the 5'9" guy is going to be an X Factor. I just freaking know it. I'm going to be so devastated. Travis Theory, super raw, obviously. 78 power move, though. Might be enough with that hidden dev to just be the starter. I really don't know what to do. Really conflicted. Was really hoping that Davis would have been a star dev or higher, but okay, Theory's done a pretty good job of convincing us. I mean, there was an okay chance we were going to start him. I would say it's 60-40 because we're trying to develop a winning team. Best way to win the offensive line is get hidden dev. Hidden dev is going to give you more XP. It's going to cost less to upgrade, all that good stuff. As the rest of our picks aren't the best. They're serviceable, especially even the safety. Andrews, really good zone coverage. Not the fastest, but he's talented. He's good. Now for everyone's favorite game, the moment of truth. Wow, 79 overall quarterback. Let them cook. Davis, plenty of options in front of us. Charles would have been on the list, but he was one of those guys that, even if he's hidden dev, doesn't matter to me. That was never really a realistic chance. Slower than slow for speed. Dev or not, I would have never done it. So it's not like I completely missed on somebody. Anyone else, though, yeah, definitely would be a miss. Reddick, normal dev, similar to our guy, not a miss. Maybe it's just a bad, year of edge rushers. Where did Minor go? Where did he went? Went all the way to 4. I don't even know if it matters to check him because we're never going up to number 4 for a freaking edge rusher, especially when we have serviceable guys waiting in the mix. Terrence Minor, also star dev, believe it or not. Crothers, I think, is going to be the huge prize here that we just let go. Yeah, I mean, already, hidden development trait, decently fast, amazing finesse. Just don't be higher than superstar. Okay, I can live with it. All right, here we go. Year 3 team. The team kind of, looks different every single season, but we are getting younger and younger in long-term development-wise. Bo Nix, 86 overall, star dev, but sadly already 27 years old. Needs that dev up big time. Receivers are starting to get there a little bit. We got some high upside, especially with the new tight end Carroll. Then defensively, we did add a new edge rusher in theory. He's an X Factor. Looks to be the long-term guy. I mean, I really wish Davis is star. If Davis is even star, he'd be the guy right now because there'd be no argument. But as soon as theory had hidden and the other guy doesn't, that enough is already enough to be like, okay, there's a pretty good chance we're starting him. Cooper, has even played poorly, but 82 overall, 29-30, whatever he is now, it's not cutting it, right? It's just not cutting it. Still, not a perfect squad, but maybe good enough for the playoffs. I'd say we're right up there. Got a chance. We're going to go with the Jaguars offense, which, if I do remember correctly, the quarterback numbers aren't great, but we'll have to test it out. Want to try different schemes and whatnot as much as possible, and we obviously kind of have an idea of which some of the top 5s are, but keep testing some of these other ones while we're in here for the sake of the people, just for the greater good. Yes, you could do like the Packers or the Chiefs and win most games, but no, damn it. We continue to be mid. Bo Nix needs a contract. Hufanga's on the list now. He'll definitely get a contract. Jones, maybe a 1 year. We'll see. Greenlaw's on the list. If I can do a 1 year, sure. Allen, 1 year if I can. Franklin, I like the age there, so very sus, but we'll try to re-sign him. Could be a tight one. We got Kenneth Grant next season, $110 million. Worst part is Bo Nix is not super interested. $50 million? just take 50 million. We can call it a day. I mean, 50 million is a lot. So, I mean, let's do 50 clean. 4-year 200. That's crazy. That's like way more than he asked for. He's asking for like 4.5 more. Well, we offered him 4.5 more than he's actually asking for, and it's still not enough. 2-year for Hufanga because, you know, it gets kind of funky without star higher than star. Greenlaw, that money is dwindling. Could be a cap casualty. You know, maybe not super quite a cap casualty, but sort of one. 22 million. I mean, yeah, we're like right up against it. So try to keep Troy Franklin here if we can. Do a 4-year deal. It's worth 26. We got 16 mil left to offer a little bit more for Bo Nix. Didn't even start on Brandon Jones, so we're probably just going to straight up replace. And then Greenlaw, I don't even know what's going to happen there. But yeah, the team that's not even playing well right now is falling apart. I get it. It's the AFC. Man, this is really starting to get pretty freaking annoying. 7-10. We're going Green Bay. The huge. Worst part is Green Bay might not even be able to fix this. You know, we're playing pretty crappy. Let's take a look at the stat line as none of our guys in the top 3. Not like it's surprising, but Bo Nix, 32 touchdowns, 13 picks, 3,600 yards. We gave him a 4-year deal worth 208, which is quite a bit. But Henderson, 1,000 on the nose, or just about 1,001. 6 touchdowns, but 3.9 yards per carry for a guy that's in the 90s now, by the way. Petway, great season. Hopefully superstar. Franklin, decent. Mims, absolutely ass. It's dog. It's genuinely just crap. Hopefully, you know, Bowles retires. We save some money. Pass rush was terrible. I guess we're going meta playbooks on defense too. Kicker was okay. Cole was great. What a trash season. Genuinely so duty. Like, just horrible. We got Theory Rookie of the Year, but does that really matter? He's already an X Factor anyways. Like, that is genuinely frustrating how... I'm going to start swinging. Ravens, Buccaneers in the Super Bowl. Could have been us. It should have been me. Ravens win by 3. All right. We have that storyline as well. Hopefully it's for Bo Nix because he's like 28 now. He's 86, 87 overall, which is a huge L. Petway, Superstar Dev. Mims, still only an 84, mind you. So, once again, anyone that wants to talk about XP sliders being too high, just saying. You know, Mims is still an 84 overall. Started this thing at 78. It's been 3 seasons. So, you decide. It's been number 1 or number 2 this entire time, too. So, yeah, say what you will. Bo Nix, 87 overall. Once again, hoping he is the scenario. No dev-ups on defense, to my knowledge. Not even Zach Allen, which would have been a huge one, but... Greenlaw regress a little bit. Sanders might be the long term, but we'll take a look at what those re-signings look like because we had some pretty expensive names and didn't win any games, so the green interest is pretty much non-existent. And once again, Bo Nix, please. Obviously Zach Allen. He's old as hell. It takes him forever to upgrade. All right, we got negotiations. Greenlaw's money has dropped, but I don't know. We do have more money showing up here, which is awesome, but I'll do a 1-year 18. I can't believe he declined that. It's way more than he wants. 20 million. I mean, I can't do that, dude. Brandon Jones, I'll do a 1-year 13. Even that I don't think is going to be enough. Team's falling apart. It's falling apart. 20 million tag. No, thank you. We're losing some pretty big names on the defensive side of the ball, but I think it's also a smart move. Grant's green interest for now. Hopefully that stays the same. If that is the case, should be just as cheap, if not cheaper, to re-sign him long term. So we're going to do that. We're headed into free agency with actually a little bit of money. Don't want to go all out for like the big name, but if I can add at least one linebacker or safety, that would be pretty good. Jahmyr Gibbs, Ladd McConkey. I mean, there's some great players here, obviously, but as far as players we physically need, probably not. Edgerrin Cooper also a lot more expensive than I would have expected here. If he was like around that 13 mil per year mark, we maybe even offer him a contract here. But you know what? I think we still will. We'll do one of these 4-year 72, which is a lot of money for a linebacker, right? We can definitely. We'll look forward just to make sure that we don't need that money. Oh my God! Did I completely? Wait, no. I'm thinking of Drew Sanders. So yeah, Jack Campbell and Drew Sanders. So similar builds. That just throws me off sometimes. I was like, wait, did we forget? No, we didn't. We're fine. Brandon Jones, obviously some of our guys in here. But, yeah, if there's anyone I'm going to go for, it'd probably be Cooper. another Packer, but it's for good reason, right? 89 overall and 89 speed linebackers. You know, he's pretty good. Let's make sure we don't need to pay some players that we just won't be able to afford if we sign anybody. We're also going to be saving some money as Jonathan Cooper's real-life dead hit in his final contract year would be a 1.2 mil out of like 14 cap. So there would be no reason. Obviously, I didn't sign him like that in here. So let's just drop this down to a 1-year deal. It's a 1.2 if I read it right, which I'm pretty sure I did. So yeah, that would be definitely a contract we can get away from. Unfortunately, Garrett Bowles, though, you just can't do, which is just horrible. But yeah, Cooper, we're going to be saving quite a bit of money here. It's obviously not 30 mil. We just made the cap higher there for a moment, but it's not $30 million. We're saving some money, though. Saving a little bit of money, and I will say, though, we still do have some big names to resign. So going into the draft, we're looking at DT, safety again, probably. But yeah, it's not bad. It's not terrible. It's actually better than I thought it was going to be. And unfortunately, we don't get Edgerrin Cooper, but it saves us some money. Linebacker's not the hardest thing to develop, so we just need to draft a linebacker, safety, maybe some future-proof stuff like O-line. I think we're fine on O-line even, to be honest. Ooh, also Poe, I believe, goes a star, unless that was last season and I just completely missed it. No, it was this year. Sweet! Yeah, I mean, we've drafted all right, and some of the guys have developed into some, like, star players, just pure superstar, star power, if you will, hasn't really been there, right? Like, Benito's an 89 overall, star dev. Hufanga, 89 overall, star dev. Drew Sanders, only 85 overall. I don't know if he's regressing, but he's only 26. I know he's not, but, you know, only star dev. I mean, all these guys are all stuck at hard stuck star. Unfortunately, you know, Bo Nix, 87 overall, star dev. Henderson, 90 overall, star dev. So, be nice to get some actual superstar pluses in here, but it's a good team. Complete BS that we're not making the playoffs, so we're going full-on cheese mode. Packers O, Steelers defense. Still far from a guarantee, but definitely feel way better about our odds with it. So we're in the draft, and I'm pretty sure we have a generational safety here by the name of Dan Kendrick. 6'2", 222, A hip power, A man coverage, B tackle, B zone coverage. Really athletic. I'd be very shocked if he's not. I can't trade up to number 1 or even 2 for a safety, but if he's there at 3, possibly. And he's there at 3. Okay. Let's take a look at what the Lions and the Chargers are interested in. Do they need a safety? I don't think we're going to get this for a 3rd round, but it's pick 3. And we got it. Okay, never mind. We traded up. Going for him. I mean, we need a safety. Not that badly, but sort of badly. I mean, this guy looks generational. If not generational, 78+ overall star, which is good enough for me. Just be hidden. Number 1 and true. It's a great start. Hendev, 95 speed. He's got to be. He has to be. He has to be a generational. What do we need now? We need like a linebacker. I think we probably just trade down from this 2nd round slot to get more draft picks. Grab maybe 2 linebackers in case one of them's normal dev. Or if, you know, we hit, then we don't need to grab a second. I think that's the play. We're going for an early 3rd, late 2nd kind of situation. Trade done. Could have I actually have saved a draft pick? Would I have been able to do less than what I offered? Seahawks are going to be a pretty good trade here. I really prefer to keep it this year, though. The Commanders kind of doing that for me. I mean, the value for a future pick is so bad. Like, you might as well just, you know, ooh, that 2nd round next year is interesting. Yeah, I'm going to keep it all this year, though, because I kind of want to grab 2 players if possible. So, of course, with that, we're going to go to the Commanders, 57-89. Let's see what they ended up trading up for. It was a guard. And we're going to trade down again. We're going to go to the Bills, 62, 5th round, all that. Linebackers fall pretty far. So, I could even trade down again if I wanted to, but we might keep it here in the 2nd round, see what we're looking at. Who do we have? No DNs or anything like that. DT was really weak outside of the first 2 rounds. We ended up going here, looking for a linebacker. We got a couple of options. McCauley's the fastest at a 4.46. He's not as good as I thought he was going to be, though. Those key ratings look good, but problem is, though, I do like the fact that he is 21 years old. We also have Elam. I believe in Elam here, actually. I'm going to take Elam. Oh, no. Bro, how do they look so good, yet they're so mid? How is it physically possible that that happens so often? How could they look so goated, but they're not? Like, it genuinely baffles me how you could have all those A's and B's, and I guess that makes sense. You're comparing to other outside linebackers. Most of those outside linebackers are edge rushers. Yeah, when we really need a draft pick to hit, we're not going outside linebacker anymore. We're going straight middle linebacker. Calhoun's kind of mid. I ain't gonna lie. I don't love him. I really don't love him, but I've kind of got no choice. I'm going to the Browns. We do a 5th round pick to move up around 10 spots, maybe a little bit less, maybe another overtrade. Who gives a damn? Do we have any day 3 linemen? We have one. We have BJ Williams. I will not personally, but Brett Calhoun, 22 years old. Please be hidden. 47 true, a little bit better. Hidden depth. Okay, so that outside linebacker, good depth, I suppose, but yeah, complete waste of a pick. Other than that, pure starter-wise, seemingly a waste. Is Williams there? He is. BJ Williams, really good pass blocker, pure pass block. 79 true, hidden depth. There you go. Then in the late 6th, we go for a pure bot, but with speed. 122 true is a lot better than I thought he was going to be. Like F's all over the place. Good speed, even though it said great, and the rest is history. Late 6th, speeder. Let's take a look what kind of draft we had. Let's see him. 82! Obviously, true talent 1 could be, 78, 79. Usually kind of the common one, actually. 92 hit power is crazy. Good block shed. Catching decent entries, a little lower than I'd like. Coverage ratings are really good. I mean, I'm expecting at least superstar, but you never know. I would hope X Factor, though. Which he is. What a guy. What a guy. Great draft pick. New free safety 1. We got ourselves a generational. Who would have thought I'd trade up to pick 3 for a freaking safety? Well, whoever thought it, you're a genius, because it was a smart move as it ended up landing us a generational player at one of the hardest positions to draft and develop. We'll say not one of the most important positions, but a starting position nonetheless that we had a need for. Calhoun, only star development trade. I got to see McCauley. I got backed off of McCauley because of some of the Excel/agility stuff. Definitely want to see that. I don't really care about the rest of the guys. Who honestly cares? Here's McCauley, 75 overall. Is normal, in fairness, but still better than the guy we took. Thankfully, we did land another one who happened to be hidden. All right, season 4. Can we even make the playoffs? I mean, we've been taking some L's in these rebuilds, which is crazy ironic, because spoiler alert, we had that, hardest rebuild potential challenge that was really tough to do, yet we ended up pulling it off. Whereas these realistic rebuilds, realistic style rebuilds, where I feel pretty good about them going in, sometimes we're not even winning playoff games. I mean, that Bears one, we technically did 6 seasons, and I think we won 1 single playoff game. 2 times we had a bye week. We had more bye weeks than playoff wins in 6 seasons. And here we are so far struggling. I mean, once again, I don't watch a whole lot of rebuilds. I've seen a few, and it sure seems like they're not running base playbooks, which I don't, I don't blame them. It's tragic out here the way the game works sim-wise. But have you guys seen that? Does it look like people are using, not like you can tell, right? Like you could tell, like there's certain teams in the game that just don't do well for quarterback numbers. Yet you'll see their quarterback who's like a low 70, put up like 4,000 yards, 40, 50 touchdowns. I think it's pretty obvious. I don't even know if they're trying to hide it because it's like you got to do it. But I'm just trying to what's the order of operations here? I like to try to wait till year 3 or 4 before I start changing the playbooks, but it almost feels like a waste if I do that. We could have some crazy rebuilds, winning 3, 4 Super Bowls maybe, if we actually rolled out, a good playbook out the gate. So let me know what you guys think. Do we, maybe no later than season 3 start changing playbooks? Maybe even year 2? I don't know. But Packers offense, Steelers defense. Let's make the playoffs, baby. All right, it's going to be some pretty big names here. Henderson for sure. Grant for sure. Miners, I think so. He's amazing, obviously. It's just that money. It's a lot. It's 20-something million per. Bo, I think so. Allen, probably not. I mean, you got to draft something sooner or later anyways. The regression should hit him now. I can't believe he hasn't regressed by now. He's kind of cooking. But we do have the money. So if it comes down to it, maybe we do keep him. I don't know who we have to pay, down the line. We have Poe, and that's kind of it. Garrett Bull's definitely gone. He's cost us so much money over the years, but yeah, I like our outlook here. He didn't even take that. Nice, lovely, appreciate it. We'll do a 5-year. How much is this? 16. Let's do 6-year then. 6-year 101. The nose tackle's here for life. Miners, I mean, he's good. 3-year 66. Great contract. $60 million left. The left guard, I mean, he could even be a future safety or tackle, not safety, for us. So we'll do $10 million per year over 10. Gets it. $52 million. We could definitely pay Allen if we want to. So we're actually in a pretty good spot, you know, paying our quarterback, you know, about 15, 20 mil less than the average. Kind of helping us out a bit. Who would have thought? Hey, we'll take it. Free X Factor dev for Renaud, who actually we didn't even think about it. He's going to need a freaking contract too. A pretty rough start to the season, but honestly a really good finish, as outside of that loss to the Raiders, we actually had a pretty good tear, winning a bunch in a row. Henderson finally puts his talents to good use. Packer scheme, baby. It's just how it goes. I mean, like I said, you know, 4-1's not bad, but then we lost a bunch here, right? Through the first, 10 games, we're 5-5. Then we won 6 games in a row, lost that final one against the Raiders. Didn't really matter. We would have had, 5+ seed anyways. But making the playoffs, huge. Bo Nix, not an amazing season, but a much better one. 31 touchdowns, 7 picks, 4,000 yards, a little bit more efficient. Henderson was better. Marvin Mims could go to superstar. Petway was solid. Franklin was decent. Carroll was mid. Blocking, center gave up 9 sacks, which is crazy. The Josh Myers effect. Theory, great. Grant, really good. Benito, what is that? Renaud, he's an X Factor. What is wrong with this game? Interceptions, Sanders could go to superstar. Pretty good stuff. Kicking, horrible. Punting, amazing. Take a look at our award wins. Would we have won anything? Probably not. We do win Rookie of the Year on defense, though. Calhoun's going to be a superstar. Awesome. Running back number 3 could go to superstar. Should go to superstar. Had a great year. Top 3 in yards. Pretty mid for the other awards, though. But year 4, it's our magical year. The problem is, it's the first time we're actually making the playoffs, and I still think there's some to be desired on this roster. Could be a 5-year rebuild. Wouldn't hate the year 4 here, though, after all of these playoff misses to just win it all in one go. I'm not asking for much. We don't need to win a Super Bowl here. But do not lose to the 8-9 Colts. Please. Please do not allow this to happen, as it's all tied up against the 8-9 Colts. Do I need to mention they're 8-9, by the way? I've only said it a few times. 24-17, Colts driving down for the game tire, and they will not get it. 24-17. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. It's 8-9 team, but we barely won anyways. 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. Bo Nix was pretty good. Pretty good. Henderson was pretty good as well. Receivers, kind of all over the place. I don't really care. As long as we win, I don't care who gets the ball. Benito, great game. Makuba, interception. Pretty clean outside of that, though. No missed kicks, no fumbles, anything like that. To the divisional. What are we cooking up? Ooh, man, I keep forgetting about this damn conference. AFC rebuilds are truly pain. Truly. 91 overall, though. I mean, anything can happen. Snowy game on top of it. Pretty legendary stuff. We get the stop and no score. They get a score after the stop. They get another stop, another touchdown. Huge drive. We get a score. But, I mean, you get to see the level of touchdowns, right? They're walking down. We're, crawling down. I mean, we're getting cooked. We're getting absolutely cooked. Oh, my God. It wasn't even close. Damn, I can't believe EA's got that built into the game that hard where, hey, it's the Broncos and there's the Chiefs. Chiefs have went to how many Super Bowls in a row? The Broncos haven't. Got to make the Chiefs win. That's the rules. Don't want to make the commissioner mad. It's very unfortunate. It's just the teams are equal. They're 91 overall each, and yet, yes, it was 21-35. It wasn't that big of a blowout technically. It never felt like it was close at all, though. That's the big problem. Never once did it actually feel close. It never felt like a 14-point game, which isn't even close, mind you. But it never even felt that close. It felt like a 24, 27, 28-point game where we just got destroyed. Got a playoff win, but unfortunately we don't win it. And then, of course, they let the Ravens win the Super Bowl, or go to the Super Bowl. It's against the freaking Vikings. What a disaster, dude. Ravens do win the Super Bowl. I mean, what are we doing? Final season. We've been getting cooked in these rebuilds, though, I gotta say. Henderson superstar, Mims superstar, Bo Nix still not superstar, Calhoun superstar, and I think that's it. Did Zach Allen not regress? Hello? Did I accidentally forget to turn that off? Did I forget to turn off D-line regression? That could be a big problem. I didn't. I mean, I dropped it by 10, of course. Running back, obviously 50. Safeties 50 because of the, in their prime regressions. Everything else is exactly what I expect. There's no like, oh crap, I can't believe I forgot to do this because I was simming whatever. Generally just, I don't know, Devontae Adams retires. More than plays through that contract that they signed him to. Garrett Bowles retires. Saving some money now that we were already signing him anyways, but we'll see what we want to do with free agency, because even though we had that left tackle sitting there for a while, he's probably not going to be the guy. He's already pretty damn old. Poe, I don't know. I mean, this is the final season for Zach Allen, so, well, not for Zach Allen, but for us, so why not do another 1 year for Zach Allen? $55 million. Poe, you just re-sign long-term on your own. Special teamers. AJ Cole's been that guy, so why wouldn't I not keep him if I can? 2 year, $51 million left. It's the final year. I'm willing to risk it all just because who cares? I'm not going to do another season afterwards. Free agency, I mean, right off the first glance, it's a solid-looking group, especially offensive line, but then it fizzles out for sure. So, I mean, they look good. Not great, though. Good, not great. Do we have anybody that can play tackle? I mean, I guess you have Colton Miller. He's kind of a 1 year guy. I mean, we're kind of down for a 1 year guy, though. 1 year, 20 to be exact. Starting left tackle. You could go Jordan Mailata. He's a little bit more expensive, but he's also a 1 year guy, and nobody wants him. So if a 4-bar is interesting enough, I mean, we might land him. And we do. 1 year, 29 for a 92 overall superstar tackle. I mean, as far as like money is concerned and draft capital is concerned, this is truly the best roster we're going to have with this team, right? I mean, I know the wide receivers could definitely do better, but Bo Nix isn't really getting much better. Offensive line-wise, Jenkins is getting worse. Obviously, our new left tackle, Mailata, is not going to get much better. We can't even afford him long-term anyways. Edge is obviously... I mean, they're all getting better for the most part, but money isn't, right? And we're going to replace left ends. I mean, really, with this draft, you look at left end... Maybe safety because Hufanga needs a contract next season. I don't know if we can afford him. He might regress. Then offensively, I mean, you're always looking for alignment, so why not? But that's really it. Honestly, DT and safety. Pick 27 got a lot of needs. DT, safety are kind of the top ones, though. I mean, we're kind of thinking future-wise for the other ones. But let's take a look at what we got. We got some safeties. Got some linemen. We got some DT types. Round 1 there looking pretty good. McIntosh, 2 to 3. 1 to 2 true. A power move, B time. Oh my God. I kind of look at certain things. I see power move A. I put them on the board. Sometimes I do look at the speed. 4.8, it's fast, but it's not going to jump off the page. Bench press is not something I usually pay attention to for DTs anymore. It's been a couple Maddens now since I haven't really paid attention, but that's goated. It's go. I mean, I could definitely trade this down to top 10 in the second. I mean, I might be willing to trade back to 32. Let's see if the Ravens are offering us anything. If they are, I'm going to take that trade and then, just take that DT. Hopefully they are. Don't see why they would, though, and they are not. Give me a 4th. You down? Give me a 4th. Hop some direct competitors, like the Chiefs. They've got negative 80 mil. Maybe they should not be doing that. But you know what? They're down, they said. Probably could have got more than that, but I'm down. I mean, I'm getting a 4th-round pick, even though it's a horrible 4th-round pick. And we know that our DT is going to be there because he's a 2 to 3. It's very rare for those 2 to 3s to jump into the first. Going to be the same case here as well. Cedric McIntosh looks great. I'd be shocked if he's not at least hidden. 26 true. Hidden dev. Man, it's going to be a hard pass to not start him, so could be a chance we start him. Safety is a future need, not right now, so I'm not going to trade up for a safety. But if there's one here, I'll take him. Is that a round 1 safety? Trejo was actually on my list, too. I mean, if I could trade up for Dalton, I mean, I'm pretty happy, right? I'm happy with the draft if I can trade up for Dalton. We got a couple of good safeties here. Leak is a little older, but he's a round 1. Round with a B-man, C-zone. Looks good. Then you have Tim Yell, looks a little bit more raw. Speed's right on point, same as Yell. Then we have an even faster safety in Dorsett, but we know less about him. You only have 4.47 Treya, who we don't know the man coverage for. Looks pretty slow. I mean, I think by default, it's got to be Leak. He's the the highest overall based on round projection. Right? Super Soup. See, I mean, that's good enough to me. Let's see. Ooh. Hey, and Dev, there you go. But to say, I don't love that True Talent 50. It was scaring me, but it works out. I'm going to straight up trade right here to the Dolphins. 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 7th to move up to 65 in the 3rd. I'm going to be grabbing Dalton, who is a round 1 projected lineman. Got another safety there, too, but I'm just not really needing that. Then in the 4th round, we might end up going for the other guy, day 3. Hindev Dalton. We don't really need O-line. O-line's been a great one, but the value has been there, so why wouldn't I? 4th, 5th, 7th this year to move up to 97 again. The Dolphins letting us feast. Looks like we're going to go for that lineman, I think. We got some, running backs, but Bob Short. Come on, Bobby. Normal. Damn, we flew too close to the sun, unfortunately, but still pretty good draft picks. Don't hate them. Money's scarce around here, but great draft picks are not. Cedric McIntosh, 80 power move. He really should be our left end, but Zach Allen's doing it at a high level. Part of me wishes he would have just retired or left us. Start Ev, so at least I'm not feeling super bad about not starting him, but he's going to be like our current left tackle. I think his name's Gibson. He just never gets a start, so the ceiling is reached rather early, especially DT. DT can really get that overall up if they start early. Also, we do not need a match free safety. We need a match strong safety, so I'm not sure why I'm changing things, but good player. The rest are linemen, so who cares? I really don't care about anyone else, so we're just going to move on to the final season. Think we might do it. We might go full nuclear. Chiefs offense. Steelers defense, I still think is like the best 3-4. 3-4 Storm, kind of what I usually go with, but the Steelers defense, it's a good team. I don't know if I would call it a great team. 92 overall is a really good overall, but it could be so much better if we actually won some games. You know, we didn't even go over 500 outside of last season, I believe. Maybe we went 9-8 once, I don't know. But we didn't make the playoffs outside of last season, I'll tell you that much. Team looks very good. How much of a fall off are you going to see, though, with potential contracts coming up? Year 5, I think the perfect cutoff almost every time. Another kind of mid-season, we have a lot of re-signings. 110, Sertan, Reynaud, Petway, Carroll, Poe, Walton, Hufanga, Moss. Okay, so yeah, we talked about this already. The team is not going to get better than what it is right now. They are about to lose a lot of players. The team is still going to be serviceable, sure, but it will lose a lot of players. It will not be better than now. So if we can't win a Super Bowl with this team, it's potentially GG. It's definitely GG for the Bo Nix window, I'll tell you that much. Without a doubt, Reynaud, I would love to pay $61 million. Obviously, Petway, another guy we have to pay. Scheme Fit just not doing it for him, apparently. Just take the contracts. Thank you. Who else do we have? Carroll. I mean, he's actually not bad. Hasn't really played well, though. He takes it. It's a fair contract, I guess. Poe, 6-year deal there as well. 6-year, about 60. $28 million left. I think you pretty much lose all your linemen, even though I really like Walton, and I think he's fine. Nah, we'll keep Walton. We'll keep Walton, but everyone else pretty much screwed. Because we'll have $18 million left. We'll have to bump each contract. Maybe we'll have $12 million left. That's a little bit of money, though. We had to replace our corner 3, starting strong safety, which we sort of did already. Backup left tackle, I mean, who cares? Malata, huge replacement. Zach Allen, huge replacement. We've already done it. Jenkins, huge replacement. Team is up against it. We are severely up against it here. I actually think, win or lose, we're out of the playoffs. Like, I kid you not. I kid you not. This game is cooked. Madden is just cooked, dude. It's just a cooked game. Like, it's crazy. These rebuilds have been unbelievable, dude. 9-8 with this team. We're a 9... Dude, I'm like literally like so pissed off with these types of rebuilds. Like, it's just a freaking joke, dude. We're the best team in the league by 3 overalls. We can't even make the freaking playoffs. Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And the Chiefs go 5-12, mind you. Like, what do you mean? Like, what? I just don't get it. I just don't get it anymore. I just don't understand. I simply don't. Take a look at the stats. We'll do a overview of the team, and then I'm just going to skip. I'm just going to sim the whole offseason, whatever roster we've got. I'm just going to send it. I'm just going to send it into the next team, next season, see what happens. Not going to try to draft anybody, do anything for a special sixth season. If you can't do it with this peak team, you're never doing it again. It's just never happening. But, I don't know. Maybe something crazy happens. Don't want to invest any time in for you guys. I don't want to invest any time in for me. I'm over it. I'm just simply over it. Let's take a look at the team right now before regressions hit or anything like that. Go into next season with whatever we've got and just run it. Like I said, that's it. I don't know what it is. I'm not really sure what caused. Actually, we'll go to the Super Bowl just to, if we had any dev ups. I don't know why we would have. We played like crap. But yeah, I really don't know what to say. Honestly, this is one of those things where like the only reaction you can have as the Jaguars and Panthers in the Super Bowl, pretty funny. The only reaction you can have is literally punching something. Like there's just, I don't get angry like that to get physical, but when stuff like this happens, I genuinely, like, it shouldn't matter to me that much. Like, it's just a rebuild, but it genuinely pisses me off that much that I, like, if there was ever a time I would get violent with a controller against the wall or something, it would be these types of times. It really would be. I mean, you've got a 95 overall. I mean, it was so weird because, like, this team's overall kind of snuck up on us because, we barely made the playoffs. We didn't do anything. It's like the Bears rebuild again. I don't know what is going on, but I guess next rebuild, no matter what, we're just going to go full-on Green Bay right away. If it's a team I know the playbook's going to suck, I'm just going Green Bay right out the gate. 5 seasons of Green Bay doesn't happen. Well, we didn't deserve it. Oh, well. Because this is just unheard of. Like, it's just so stupid. Do we look at Bo next? I'm really, like, in a loop, just like this rebuild was. 5 seasons for what was it? 1 playoff berth, 1 playoff win. I get it. It's a tough division. But you have us missing the playoffs and the Chiefs going 5-12. The 2 highest overall teams in the league both missed the playoffs in the same division. Like, it's a 50-50 shot. It's 50% one of those 2 teams makes the playoffs because there's 2 of them out of 4. And they both miss as the 2 highest overall teams. I don't know what... I just don't... I'm dumbfounded. I just don't know what to say. I guess we'll take a look at Bow. 82 overall. It wasn't amazing, but he was usable. Pass block power 61. That's horrible, dude. It's genuinely horrible. Minors. And, you can make your argument, oh, well, maybe if you manually upgraded the players, you wouldn't have guys that are weak at power blocking or weak at finesse blocking. Well, that's how the AI develops their players. So... that's obviously not a valid argument, which I don't think anyone would use that argument. He even got a freaking X Factor, freaking generational safety. He's a 91 overall right out the gate, and it's just, who cares? Team's not good enough to make the playoffs, let alone win games. I guess. Tangent over. We're just going to look at the rest of the players in peace. Hufanga, really good signing. Just, once again, we didn't win anything with this squad. Another rebuild down the drain. I gotta start cheating? I gotta start cheating? Yeah, is that what you're saying? I gotta start cheating? So people, are like, hey, this rebuild wasn't a complete waste because I'll start cheating. I'm gonna start doing it. Start right now. We're gonna reverse this. Oh, sorry. I actually meant that they won 3 Super Bowls in a row. My bad. Theory actually, as expected because he's an X-Factor, glowed up pretty quickly. What else do we got? We got middle linebackers, Calhoun, 85 overall. I mean, these guys are all really good. These guys just don't see the weakness. I really don't. Even got Mailata on the squad for the year. Obviously, he'll be gone after this, but did we could to build a championship roster. Couldn't even make a playoff roster. I know it said ran over, tangent over, but it's very hard to get over this, So 99 overall seems to be locked in as well. He's got some upgrade points in case he regresses. 99 in press, man, zone. Play rack, I think the craziest part is 90 tackling for a corner, which is just absurd. Like, that's just ridiculous. Let's look at the other side where you have Poe. Definitely not going to be as good in press man. He'll be good, I think, but not as good. Yeah, 85 press, 95 man, barely any tackle. Serviceable, but not built different. Not built different. At least not yet. Riley Moss, we'll take a look at 82 overall superstar. I got a superstar really quickly, but because of the age, didn't really start to develop, so found a way in the background, I suppose. Then we have the interior of the line, which actually turned out pretty good. Just, once again, a part of a losing effort. 96 power move, okay speed, great strength. Take a look at the last two. Zach Allen, who just, I don't know if his ratings are going down. Maybe his like pass rush ratings are, but like some of his other ones aren't. He's still going strong. 88 power move. Maybe we could have let him go. That would have been big upgrade potentially, starting like a DT right away and potentially win Rookie of the Year. But yeah, once again, just genuinely shocked. Don't know what to say. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Either way, going for another season, but we're going to be, nonchalant half-assing it. We're just going to send it next season. Here it is, final season. Season 6 now, I think it is. I don't even know, dude. I just skipped. O-line's a little worse off. Everyone else looks pretty damn good, actually. Then defense. Defense a little bit worse off, right? The left end is completely different. Strong safety's different. We've regressed. Simply put, we're worse than before, but still very good. Still 92 overall. Not going any fancy stuff. We're going straight, mid-season, maybe end of season, kind of do mid-season, just see where the team really is financially going forward. Even though the team is cooked, I am curious about those finances. You have $5.9 million to re-sign Theory, Greenwood, McDonald, Benito, Green, Matt Davis, Andrews, and backup safety. I mean, it's not terrible, but yes, you are losing your entire edge. So, yeah, pretty bad. Pretty bad. Year 5 was the max. That was the best team we could possibly get, and now the team is on full collapse mode. And the craziest part is, I think we're missing the playoffs again. I genuinely think we're missing the playoffs again. No, we're in 9-8. Wow, we made it. Woo, we really earned that playoff spot, man. Best team in the league, or one of the best teams in the league at 9-8. Let's go. Talk about some winners. What about the division? Chiefs missed the playoffs back-to-back years. The Raiders are the best team in the division. Is that back-to-back years now? Sure, I get it. It can happen. But, really? That's what we're banking on. Sure. Henderson was great. Petway was decent. O-line. I don't know what Bo looked like, but everyone else is okay. Pass rush, 10 for Renaud, 10.5 for Benito, 9.5 for McIntosh. Where's Theory? 2.5 set. Don't tell me this is a full freaking season. Oh my god, this game. That's crazy, dude. Kicker and punter. Missed 2 kicks out of 14. AJ Cole, 54.8. So one guy that's played consistently well throughout is Cole. That's literally it. Anthony freaking Richardson's the MVP of the league. Get me out of this hellhole. Honestly, just get me out of this hellhole. Former freaking center gets a freaking O-lineman of the year. Can we win some playoff games? It'd be kind of cool. Do we have it in us? Do we have a Super Bowl in us? 7-7. I mean, we're getting cooked. 21-7. Brother, I just don't get it. There we go. Nice little turnaround. 21 all. 24-21. Nice bunch of points unanswered. They get another touchdown. And it's over. It's freaking over, dude. Literally gonna crash out, bro. This is crazy. This is actually genuinely insane. There's nothing I can do. I give up. We did 6 seasons. We won 1 playoff game. I don't know what it is. I'm trying to figure the hell out what this is. Are the teams actually that close? They're saying that 89 is so close to 93, and 88 last year was so close to 95 that it really could just be any given Sunday, and we missed the playoffs. I mean, what's even the point of playing franchise at that point without actually playing the games? At that point, you're just building a roster just for nothing because they're not playing well, ever. I don't know what to tell you. Regardless, if you found some entertainment and me going crazy, maybe leave a like, subscribe if you're not new. I do appreciate good support on the channel. Follow me on Twitter, JohnPK, second channel, PK Plays or non-Madden content. Don't know when that new series is going to be coming up, but hopefully sometime this weekend, maybe even tomorrow. Possibly even tomorrow, who knows. Might have a Texas Chainsaw Massacre video already up earlier today on the second channel, PK Plays, or later today, not 100% sure. But yeah, sorry if it annoys you, but it's just insanely frustrating. Seeing, this and the Bears rebuild do what it did. It's just why? Why are they losing? Give me a good reason. You don't have one. That's right. EA has no answer. Oh well. You win some, you lose some. We've been really just on a tear of L's lately, though. But at the same time, I suppose it makes the rebuilds a little bit more fun. There were always Super Bowls, and it's kind of like, well, what's the point? Just assume they won the Super Bowl. Who cares who the players were? Regardless, let me know what team you want to see next. Jets might be the next on the list. Not 100% sure yet, just yet, but regardless, hopefully come back for next video. But until next video, see ya. That's it. I'm cheating next time. And again, shout out to all the members of the channel. Truly do appreciate you guys a ton. If you're a member already and you haven't looked at the member exclusive rebuilds, maybe check those out. If you're not a member yet and you want to see those, maybe click the join button next to the subscribe button. All the details will be in there on how you can become a member. Regardless, member or not, appreciate you for watching this disaster. But see ya.